In this series, I'll go over my experience shopping from not big name online retailers. I'm not sponsored or affiliated with the retailer, so everything I say is my honest experience. Today, I'll be ordering a used spinning reel from American Legacy Fishing, and I'll detail the entire experience. I've shopped with them before, so I'll also go over some of my past experience with the company, including how they ship out their fishing rods and my experience with their customer service. So I'm in the used section of their website, and I'm looking at the Shimano Stratic FL in the 5000 size. This is the 2019 model. They just released a new Stratic FM in 2023, so this reel is discontinued. Regardless, at $120, it's an amazing reel for the price. So looking at the pictures, this reel comes fully spooled with braid. It doesn't come with a box, and there's no noticeable damage on it from what I can tell, but it's hard to see from the pictures. It's in excellent condition. The price is very competitive for this reel, and I would rather deal with a company than, let's say, buying it used from eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. At least buying from a company, there's some sort of protection if anything goes wrong, especially with a used product. It could be very hit or miss dealing with a private seller. So let's check out. Shipping is free for orders over $99. It says 5 to 7 days for economy shipping. Let's see how long it actually takes. Alright, so I ordered this on Monday morning, January 29th, around 10 a.m., and it actually shipped out the same day through USPS Ground Advantage. And it came today, on Thursday, February 1st. That's 3 days. That's a really quick turnaround time, especially for free shipping. The box did come a little beat up, but this is on USPS and not American Legacy Fishing. But the reel does seem loose inside. This probably won't hurt the reel any more than it's been through. Yeah, there's barely any packaging filler in there. The reel and the handle came separated, which would have been fine, but it's getting tossed around in the box. So some of the things I noticed, the reel is a little dirty, lots of smudges and fingerprints, even a hair. Doesn't look like they wipe down or clean their used stuff when they get it in, but that's not a big deal. I just wanted to point it out. There are some scratches on the drag control. Small marks on the body. And some small nicks on the foot. Nothing major, just cosmetic damage. The reel came spooled with braid. Looks good, no stains or visible frays. The listing doesn't tell you the brand or the strength, but if I had to guess, it's probably in the 40-50 pound range. It's pretty thick. So going to the reel itself, the reel feels like new, super smooth. You can't feel any of the gears. There's no resistance of any kind when winding. It just feels great. Checking under the spool, it was well greased and very clean. Usually you'll see some signs of salt or other debris in here if it wasn't taken care of, or if it's been used a lot. This just looks really clean. This was listed in excellent condition. They don't detail how they grade these, but the grading scale goes from mint, excellent, very good, good, to fair. And I think excellent is the right grade for these. They feel like new, but there's some small cosmetic damage on it to prevent it from being graded as mint. So the only thing I didn't really like was how they packaged it. The box they shipped it in was sturdy, but there was hardly any packaging filler in there. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the cosmetic damages occurred due to the lack of protection during shipping. But overall, I'm very happy with the reel. I got it at a great price, it feels amazing, and it got here really quick. Alright, so that was my experience buying a used reel from American Legacy Fishing. This is a unboxing I recorded of a rod I ordered from them a while back. It was really well packaged in a hard cardboard tube, and inside the tube the rod was secured to even more hard cardboard. Excellent packaging and fast shipping. This is the Abu Garcia Xenon spinning rod, and I actually have a story to share involving this rod, which will go over my experience with their customer service too. I bought this rod back in 2022 during their Black Friday sale. This rod just released around that time, and it was heavily discounted on their site. I was looking for a rod to pair with my 2019 Shimano Vanquish. The Vanquish is a super lightweight reel, so I was looking for a lightweight rod to match so it balances correctly. The Xenon matched perfectly. I mean, the whole setup together, rod, reel, and line, weighed around 8.5 ounces total. So I took this setup kayak fishing with me one day during sunset, and I stayed until the night. I wasn't using the anchor, so I was just drifting with the current and fishing. Slowly, the wind started picking up, the current was getting a bit stronger, and it was dark, so I decided to head back. I drifted out pretty far, so I put the rods in the back into the rod holders, and I started paddling back. It was a pretty rough ride. It took over half an hour to get back. But in the middle of that, I looked back and immediately noticed that that rod was gone. I'm guessing sometime on the journey back, with the combination of the bumpy ride and how light the rod was, it bounced out of the fishing rod holder and into the water. The water was pitch black, and I wasn't even sure where I came from, so there was no way I was going to find it that night. This is the next day. I went out during low tide with a drone looking for the rod. That's a small shark next to me, and I didn't even know until I saw it on the drone video. I knew the general area of where I was, but not exactly since it was dark and I was drifting the whole time. I couldn't find it. So by this time, the Black Friday sale was over, but I knew I wanted the exact rod again. So I reached out to their support, explained the situation, and asked if they could sell it to me for the same price I bought it for. And they were able to honor the price. This is my second Xenon rod. So yes, American Legacy Fishing is legit.